Greetings to all. Now we are going to understand about reconstitution of admission of a partner, revaluation, partner's capital and current account, balance sheet after admission, some extra sums. A and B are partners in a firm sharing net profit in the ratio of half, one-third and one-sixth is to be carried forward into the reserve. They admitted C as a partner for 1st April 2020, on which date the balance sheet is appearing this way. So you can see the items in the balance sheet where there is a reserves also available, bank account is there and the partner's capital is mentioned. Following required adjustments of admission are as under. C brings 25,000 towards his capital. C also brings 5,000 for 1/5 share of goodwill. Stock is undervalued by 10%. Creditors include liability of 4,000 which has been decided by court for rupees 3,200. In regards to debtors, the following debts proved doubtful. That is 2,400 due from X bad and the full to the full extent, while 4,000 due from Y was declared insolvent and he was expected to pay 50%. So there will be a provision of 50% to be maintained in the sum. You are supposed to draw revaluation account, partner's capital account and balance sheet of the new firm. So let's start with the sum. Now you have to draw revaluation account, partner's capital account, bank is voluntary, you can draw if you want, and balance sheet. Now first of all you have to start with transferring the partner's capital account and transferring the reserves to the respective partner's capital account. So we have transfer balance brought down 50,000 and 40,000 respectively, and reserves also I have transferred 3:2, 10,000 rupees from the opening balance sheet. You can see over here reserves and capital balance I have transferred, and bank balance as I have prepared bank account also, so I have transferred bank balance also, two balance brought down 3,000, 5,000 rupees. Now switching towards the next part, that is C brings 25,000 towards his capital. Now C is a person who is bringing 25,000 as a capital. So what will be generated is bank account debit to cash account. So in bank we are supposed to write down to C's capital 25,000. And in partner's capital there will be by cash oblique bank 25,000 to be transferred to the C's capital. Then next entry comes is C also bring 5,000 for 1/5 share of goodwill. Now here C brings 5,000 as goodwill premium. So first of all bank account debit to premium for goodwill is the journal entries we have to pass. Apart from this, now this is to be distributed in sacrificing ratio. So here the working respect to that is given over here. You can see old ratio is given 3:2 as I have done. New partner share is 1/5 and therefore OPSR is equal to SR as our norms. We are understanding that very clearly. Therefore OPSR is equal to SR 3:2 and C's capital is equal to 25,000 and premium for goodwill is 5,000. Right? So this way we have concluded this particular thing, which now 5,000 will be distributed in 3:2 among the old sacrificing partners, that is 3,000 and 2,000 respectively. Now we will be moving towards the next part. Now next transaction says stock is undervalued by 10%. Now here the stock which is given in the sum, is 18,000, which is 90% only, because here the stock is undervalued by 10%. So looking at the working over here, we have to do the working this way. If 90% is 18,000, then 100 is equal to how much? So we got cross multiplication, 20,000 minus 18,000, that is 2,000 is our stock to be valued, and that is a benefit for the firm. So we are going to credit that. And the another effect of this will be on the balance sheet asset side. We have to write down stock, add undervalued value and 20,000 in the outer column. The same with the next transaction we are moving with. Creditors include liability of 4,000 which has been decided by court at rupees 3,200. Now in the creditors we have to pay liability of 4,000, but now it is settled with 3,200. So purely there is a benefit of 800 to the firm. So here by creditors 800 will be mentioned because it is a benefit for the sum for the business, and here claim from the court 800 to be written off, and then finally 19,200 will be transferred. Next transaction in regards to debtors. Now you can see over here 2000 due from X to the full extent. So 2000 is totally bad, so it is to be mentioned purely over here, two bad debts 2000 over here. And the another effect of this will be in the balance sheet. You have to go to the balance sheet. Over there debtors will be 22,000 less bad debts 2,000, so finally we reach up to 20,000. Keep a hold on this 20,000 in the inner column only. Now further we have to read 4,000 due from Y. Now this debtors include 4,000 of from Y, which is insolvent, and estate expected to pay 50%. They are expected to pay 50% only. So finally we are having a BDR of 2,000 over here, which we are going to transfer. Okay, so finally we will get is total of this, that is 4,000. We got the total of this side, and finally this side also 4,000, and finally we got difference of 1,200, which is to be distributed among the partners in their losses, that is revaluation loss 720 and 480 as 1,200 distributed this way. Now we will be switching towards the next part, and that is this. That is the end of the sum. So first of all we will be closing this revaluation account. Loss is transfer over here. Here bank account is also to be total up, that is 35,000 on both the side. Now we will be totaling this A, B and C, that is partners capital account. So here partners capital account, all this total will give you 59,000, of which 720 is to be minus. So finally got 58,280. Same way with B also, 40,000, 2,000 and 4,000, and finally we got difference of 45,520, and then C will be 25,000, that it will be carry forward directly over there, and then we have to transfer that to the balance sheet liability side. So liability side standing with this all items, and rest of the items from the balance sheet are to be transferred from each this old balance sheet. So we are transferring this all to the opening balance sheet to the closing balance sheet. Building as it is, plant as it is, stock we already have done, debtors we have already done, and 2,000 minus provision for doubtful debts is done. Bank we are transferring 35,000, capital is done, creditors we have done, and outstanding expenses as it is we have to transfer. So final total tally with 1,53,000. Then comes your next sum, that is ABC are partners with 3:2:1, and the balance sheet as at 31st March 2020 is as follows, and they are standing with all the items of assets and liabilities. D is admitted in the partners and his capital is 50,000. Out of the creditors 10,000 is due to D. It will be adjusted against his capital. So here creditors includes D. D's D is standing as a creditors. So that is to be adjusted against his capital. So finally D is liable to bring how much rupees? He is liable to bring 50,000, but of this 10,000 is creditors to be adjusted. So ultimately he will bring only 40,000 as a capital. Now next point, that is advertisement expenses 1,200 are to be carried forward as prepaid expenses. So that is an asset for the business, that is good for the business, or you can say it's a benefit for the business or increase of asset. 1,200 is to be transferred over here, and the another effect will be it will be transferred to the asset side of your balance sheet. Same way next transaction comes is expenses debited in the profit and loss account includes 2000 paid for B's personal account. Now B's personal account is here included, so here we have to take out from P&L appropriation, from P&L appropriation account, and then we have to transfer to revaluation account. So here you can see by B's capital, personal expenses entered in the firm 2000 and then transfer to the partner's capital account over here to revaluation account 2000 rupees, right? At the same time, next point comes is a bills of exchange of 4000 which was previously discounted with the bank, now dishonor. Now obviously when the bills are discounted with the bank and we are liable to pay when it is dishonor. So here it is a scenario that we have to pay to the person who had dishonored the bill. We are liable to pay to the bank, right, because we have discounted with the bank. So 4000 is ultimately, it is a amount to be paid by us. So we are going to pay by bills receivable into the bank dishonor, and it will increase our debtors. It will obviously increase our debtors. So here you can see I had given the entry for that, debtors add bills discounted dishonor. Then the next point comes is provision of doubtful debts of 5% is to be created on the debtors. So here debtors is standing with rupees 34,000 after the adjustment of bills discounted, and now provision of 5% is to be created on this. So 1700 will be minus, and finally it gives you outer column as 32,300. And another effect of this will be in the revaluation account debit side to provision for doubtful debts 1700. So this way we have completed this situations. Then expenses on revaluation amounted to 2100 is paid by A. A is a partner who is paying 2100 expenses of revaluation, which is logically business expenses, so it will decrease our profit. So we are going to transfer to A's capital, but at the same time it increases the capital of a partner. So by revaluation 2100 will be transferred over here. And finally, now that will end the sum. So now we are going to switch on with the transferring of all the left items of the balance sheet, right? So land and building is to be transferred directly, plant and machinery is to be transferred, furniture is to be transferred, stock is to be transferred, debtors we had already adjusted, bills receivable already we had to transfer, and bank balance we have to transfer to the bank account which I have prepared. It is voluntary, you cannot, if you don't want, you cannot prepare, it's okay. And at the same time, now creditors, now this was the scenario of out of the creditors 10,000 is due from D. I have not explained that time because I know it may be consequences. So 30,000 is the creditors, now it will be turned up as 20,000 because it is transferred to D's account. So now 20,000 is the creditors, and you can see in the capital account by creditors transfer and by bank 40,000. So this way our accounts will be settled with D of the creditor. And then now first close your revaluation account. Here some working are given over here, so you can do it in your notebook, right, so that it will be easy for you to understand. And then comes your loss, which is transfer 300, 200 and 600, 100 distributed in their profit sharing ratio. Transfer this to your partner's capital account on the debit side, and then bank account also you close down, and that is 46,000 we are going to transfer to the balance sheet, right? And rest all the items we had already transferred, but now we are going to make the total of A, B and C and D. So A's total difference transfer, B's total finally transfer, C total finally transfer, and D total finally transfer. So this way finally we are transferring all the items, and then it will be transferred to the partner's balance sheet, right? And that will be on the liability side. Final total will come as 2,09,500. So this way whole structure of all both the sums will be completed. Then comes your next sum, that is Madhu, Vidhi and Madhu and Vidhi are partners in the ratio of 2:3, and this sum now you can do it by your own. All the solution is over there, so you can do it by your own in a very simple form. I am scrolling. You can also do that by first you solve it by your own, so that it will be easy to understand by you people, and then further you can solve it. If there is any queries, you can contact me. Thank you.